What's up, YouTube? It's the Flippin' Picker here, coming at you with a quick video. Thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time watching me, again, I'm the Flippin' Picker. Making these videos, started this channel to document my my rise to reselling greatness, if you will. I am documenting my journey to starting my own online reselling e-commerce business, selling used items, mostly clothing and books, on places like eBay and Amazon. I'm trying to generate myself a second income and maybe someday, eventually, a full-time income. So this video in particular is one that I've mentioned in previous videos upcoming. Just a quick rundown of some tools that I've picked up for myself as I started to send items into Amazon for fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA. And basically what that is when you, the merchant, me, the merchant, finds things like books to send into Amazon so that people can buy them and I can make money. That is the idea. And you know, so I did some research, typical fashion, probably about 60% as much research as I should have done before jumping into it, but I'm someone who learns as I go. So I did a minimal amount of research and said, hey, I can do this. So what I'm going to do is cover with you just a few things that I picked up for myself to make that easier, okay? You know, there are a ton of tools out there that make it easier to be a seller in general. You know, I've covered some of the things I use for eBay, my little setup here in the Picker's Lair. But what I want to do today is just show you a couple different things. So first thing I picked up was something called Scotty Peeler, okay? And what this is, it comes, I got it, if you look it up on Amazon, Scotty Peeler, just how it sounds, S-C-O-T-T-Y. This came in a 3-pack, actually a 4-pack. So you got 3 plastic Scotty Peelers, red, white, and blue. And then a metal one too, which is somewhere over there. And what these do is help you remove stickers from books rather than using your fingernails. Which I did for the first couple of times I sent in shipments, and not a fun task. Not a fun task. These things work awesome. They take off stickers from thrift stores and whatnot with ease. So I would definitely, if you are at all serious about doing especially volume, these are essential. Along that same vein, give me one second. Speaking of adhesives, I did pick up, I didn't have this particular one. I picked up a new one for myself. Some Glue Gun. What I'll do is sometimes if the adhesive on whatever I'm removing stickers from is particularly pesky, I'll use a little bit of this just to clean it up. I use this actually on a Guitar Hero guitar controller that I picked up and sent in, or actually I haven't sent in yet, but helped me clean. A lot of people, you know, they send the decals when you get it new, and somebody had stickers all over it, and I wanted to get it cleaned up nice before I sent it in. Something else that I've seen people use and recommend, which actually I haven't used this yet, is a heat gun, okay? This I had in my other lair, my workshop. I buy all kinds of tools at garage sales. I have actually myself a nice little workshop set up. So this is a heat gun, and this is yet another thing to kind of help aid in your sticker removal conquests, so to speak. I haven't used this thing yet. Actually, I've never used it for anything. Knowing my luck, it's probably a fire hazard, but we'll find out, I guess, huh? Yeah, so next thing I did, and this was another lesson learned. I have been selling on eBay for a while, so I had one of these Accutech scales. It works really well. I think it's been running on the same set of batteries since I bought the thing. It's very reliable. I've never had any type of issue with weight discrepancies. The problem with this thing is I'm sending a lot bigger boxes now to Amazon. So when you set the box on top of this, a lot of times it hangs over and you can't see the screen, right? And even if I like peeked underneath and looked at it, the way this LCD screen is like, you know, if you look at it from a certain angle, you can't see the number. So what I picked up for myself, I upgraded. It's another Accutech. I figured Accutech is a brand where you can get relatively inexpensively. I think I paid less than $30 for this scale. It goes up to 110 pounds. And the good part about this bad boy is that this is the scale part, and then it connects up, and this is the display. So, you know, I can set a big heavy box on this and not worry about viewing angles, so to speak, for the screen. And this thing is awesome. It can run on batteries, or I just plug it into the wall. So that works really well. Another thing that I picked up, and this I'm still on the fence about. I got myself a tape gun, you know, to tape up boxes. I actually, if you've been following my channel, you know I moved recently. So actually this I bought when we were moving. I'm torn on it. I mean, maybe it's just this particular one. I mean, it's a 3M, so that's a good brand. I'm not totally impressed with the functionality of it, but you know, it is what it is. It's a tape gun, and I do use it. So another thing I would strongly recommend for you, when you are sending things to Amazon, most of the times, especially if you're dealing in things like books, you are required by Amazon, in order to differentiate your inventory from other people's inventory, you have to put a label on it. So you see this book here has this little white label over the original barcode on the book, so that when this gets to Amazon's warehouse, they have a way of scanning it and knowing that it's the Flippin' Pickers book and not Rakin' Profit's book or Mama Profit's book or one of, you know, many other people out there, right? So that being said, you don't want to be printing those labels out, 30 to a page, and cutting them out and taping them on. That is just psychopath material. So what I did was I picked up some of these labels, right? And this was a misprint. So and so what you do is when you go to print your labels off of Amazon, it gives you the option, and it gives you a PDF that will print directly onto these sheets. Okay, so each barcode that you see there prints onto an individual sticker, and you can get these cheap. I've actually have to use these at work too, so I was already familiar with a pretty decent place to find them for cheap. I got a huge box of them. What I would also recommend is another one. You get the sheet and it's got just two. I use these for eBay all the time. It's how your eBay shipping labels print out. So with Amazon, you actually have two labels you have to put on the box. One is the UPS or whatever carrier you use. UPS is the preferred carrier. Slap it on there for UPS. And the other one also has to be displayed prominently on the box. That is an internal Amazon. So when they are receiving the shipment, they scan it and they know whose shipment it is. It has some other warehouse information on it. So those guys are some tools that I have invested in. I mentioned it again too, a laser printer. I got a Brother, one of the lower end ones, just a black and white. It's been awesome. Amazon actually does prefer that you use a laser printer as opposed to an inkjet. I think durability of the label is their main reason. The inkjet is more likely to fade quicker, so if your item is sitting there, you know, that's the story with that. So I did invest in a laser printer. Coming up on 10 minutes here on this video. I never seem to keep my short video promise. But guys, if you have any other questions, you know, I may or may not be the best person to even answer them. Feel free to leave a comment below. I plan to make some more videos kind of documenting my experience with selling on Amazon. I do have some sales, which has been a great a great thing to give me the motivation. I've got about, close to $200 in sales, and it's been, a couple of weeks now. So that's been really nice to kind of see that system working for me. These items that I pack into a box and I send off and I never see them again, and then just watch the money roll in. I obsessively check the Amazon seller app like about 50 times a day. So guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, throw me a comment, give me a little positive encouragement. As always, if you're a hater, I love the thumbs downs too. The thumbs downs too. The thumbs down as well. I like those. It means you watched and you care enough to leave me a little feedback, engagement, if you're in the YouTube inner circle. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that little bell. You'll get a notification when I post a new video. But guys, for now, I think that's gonna do it. There's a little plastic thing on my sweatshirt here, busted. I got this joint at Goodwill. Meantime, guys, keep on picking, keep on flipping. I am the flippin' picker, and I'm signing out.
Fatality.